can't hurt me, Johnny.
Hello?
Go ahead. Tell Carly what I did to Star's kid. And I'm gonna tell Sam about what you did to hers.
Todd? You there? Todd?
That's right. I know.
Johnny?
I know what you did with Sam's baby. I know everything. And if you don't want anybody else to find out, I suggest you end that call. Now.
I can hear voices. What's going on?
Carly.
I'm gonna have to call you back.
Smart move. Sam, she works for you, doesn't she? How do you do it? How do you look her in the eyes all day, every day, knowing what you deliberately did to her and her baby?
I gave her full benefits. Hey, in this economy. And I think I'm a reasonable employer. And I hired her even though she has no experience at all as an assistant.
Like I said, I know everything. Sam's baby didn't die in that storm. He was perfectly healthy. In fact, his only problem was that you gave him away to somebody else.
Interesting story. You should write fiction.
Too bad it's all true.
To me, it sounds like a bunch of groundless accusations.
Okay, let me break it down for you, all right? This all started the day before that storm hit. Detective Falconeri alerted me that Anthony's body had disappeared. Which really was a shame because I had worked so hard to plan it in that quarter.
So you admit you killed your grandfather?
Oh, please, don't be shocked. Don't pretend to be shocked. You mean to tell me you haven't killed a family member?
Well, I have, but I've been acquitted. You're still gonna have to stand trial for what you've done.
And how's that? You're the only one who knows, and I don't think you're talking.
Well, let's just say it remains to be determined.
Okay. Well, maybe you should let me finish my story, then you can make your choice. Naturally, I was concerned as to, well, the whereabouts of Anthony's corpse. You were supposed to report back to me as soon as Luke and Tracy were hauled in. What do you mean moved? Moved where? Where the hell is Anthony's body? My men saw Heather Weber take off with the body, so they followed her. All right, just stay on her. Let me know what she does with the corpse. And they tailed her pretty close, which wasn't easy because it was dumping rain that night. But as luck would have it, Heather pulled off onto Route 59, and she actually parked next to the woods. That's where you come in with the story. I waited a couple of days for my guys to get back to me with information regarding Anthony's body. And I had to find something to do to busy myself, and that's when I acquired this place. I needed a fresh start. Finally, a few days later, my guys washed up here with information on Anthony's body and his new best friend. What the hell happened to you guys, huh? What did Heather do with Anthony's body?
I gotta tell it in order, it won't make any sense. We followed Heather into the woods.
She didn't see you.
No, we kept our distance. The women left Anthony's body in the car, took off into the woods, and came back with a wheelbarrow.
A wheelbarrow?
She brought the body to some shack. She went inside for supplies, I guess, when some guy runs up with the baby in his arms.
Imagine that. Heather Weber running along in the woods alone, but with my grandfather's corpse. When a guy with a baby runs up, that would be you.
And after a while, Heather comes out of the shack, wheels Anthony away.
And the guy with the baby?
Stay behind. So I sent Donnie to follow Heather while I waited to see what happened.
Heather took the body about 100 yards into the woods, dug a hole, buried it.
And the man with the baby, they were still inside the shack.
Yeah. And then a woman comes up to the shed. She's also carrying a baby. She was moving a little slow. She seemed a little out of it. She stops on the porch, puts the baby in a planting box, rests for a minute, and then goes inside the shed.
Wait, she took the baby inside?
She left the baby in the planting box and went inside alone.
You walked out and found Sam's baby. Let's just skip to the fun part, shall we? So after a while, your friend Taya, that's her name, right? Taya, shows up to this shack, and in her arms, you place Sam's live baby. A little while after that, Heather shows back up, and a little while after that, you and Taya walk out of the shack with Sam's live baby. And then Heather walks out with a dead infant in her arms, places it in a planter's box. You stole Sam's live baby, and you replaced it with Taya's dead one. You really gonna deny that? Any thoughts, huh? Or do you need me to run through it again? How you left Sam with a dead baby that wasn't hers, and how you gave away her living one.
It's an interesting story. I don't think you can prove a word of it.
Doesn't matter, I don't need to.
Hey, who are you going to call as a witness, huh? Your employees? How are you going to explain how they were in the woods that night?
The only person I need to convince is Sam. And once I have piqued her curiosity at all, she's going to get on a train to Landview, Pennsylvania, and check out Taya and the baby in person. And while she's made the trip, well, she might as well get a DNA test done, right, to determine the baby's paternity.
Taya is an attorney, right? Mm-hmm. She's not going to let some desperate woman fall out of the sky demanding a DNA test on her baby. That's just not going to happen.
See, that's the thing. It's not her baby. And even though Franco's the real father, I would imagine that Sam probably wants her baby back. So can I use your phone? I gotta call Sam.
Why don't you tell?
So what's it gonna be? Can I borrow that phone or what? All right, you're right. You know what? I can probably just use my landline. That is, unless you got something else to say.
I don't like you. I know you don't like me. So I want to know, why did you wait? You've had this information, why didn't you use it?
Well, the last thing I wanted to do was draw attention to the woods where Anthony's body was buried.
They dug up Anthony on July 4th. It was weeks ago.
I was still trying to get a good read on you. And it's interesting because the more I learned about you, the more I realized that you and I, we're not that different. See, we both act on our emotions. And we do things in the moment that we know are wrong and that we know will hurt people. And then we kind of backpedal and we try to make it up to that person to lessen the damage, like you're trying to help Sam and I'm trying to help Star. But here's the difference. I protected Star from the truth. That her father was a, and what the hell do you even call it, huh? A kidnapper, a baby switcher, a sociopath? I didn't want her to have to face that, not after what she's been through.
What she's been through, what you've done to her. You took her family from her, you son of a bitch.
Hey, you know what? What I did to Colin Hope is unforgivable. So is what you did to Sam. What the hell are we gonna do about that, huh? You tell anybody that I'm the reason Colin Hope is dead, and I will tell the world that Sam's baby is alive and well and living in Landview.
Maybe you should. Maybe you should. Maybe I don't care what happens to me. Maybe I just want Carly and Star to know the truth about you.